howdy everyone, how is it going? My name is Robert, and we are about to talk about a scale that'll change your life forever. So, what are we talking about exactly? Well, of course, that would be the major scale. Now, the major scale is basically what the modes are. I mean, not basically, it is what the modes are based off of. So, it has a couple different names. Major scale, it's also known as the Ionian mode. And we're going to talk about that for a little bit today, and some different ways to use just this one shape, the Ionian shape, and really open up life. If you are unfamiliar with scales and stuff like that, this is going to be a very helpful lesson in navigating the fingerboard and utilizing the ability to play through these scales. So we're talking about the G Ionian mode. Now that one's going to go like this. It's going to go 3, 5, 7 on the low E, 3, 5, 7 on the A. Now we're going to shift down to the D, and you're going to go 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7 on the G. 5, 7, 8 on the B. And 5, 7, 8 on the high E. Now already, if you've been primarily a pentatonic person, the pentatonic scale is riddled all throughout the major scale. But you'll notice that you have this nice, pretty simple 3-note per string concept that really isn't there with the pentatonic scale. You can do 3-note per string stuff. Kind of big stretches involved, where the major scale is. So they both have pros and cons, but learning the major scale is really beneficial. Now, why does this affect your playing so much? Why is it such a significant scale? Well, for one, it can teach you a lot about chord progressions. So within that scale, the first 7 notes are the only 7 notes that are in the scale. The major scale has 7 notes to it. Now, the first note is a G, then we have an A, then we have a B, then we have a C, a D, an E, an F sharp. Now, you've probably heard the phrases of like, oh, it's a 1-4-5, it's a 2-5-1, it's a 6 whatever, 1-6-2-5, something like that. Whatever the progression is, you've heard these terms before. Now, what they're referring to is that they're giving notes a numerical value, basically, and just count their notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first, second, major third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And then each of these notes actually has a basic property to it. So if you've probably heard the thing major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Well, those are the 7 notes. So you have you have G, which is major. Then you have A, which is minor. B, which is minor. C, which is major. D, which is major. And E, that was the major 7. E, which is minor. Then you have F sharp, which is diminished, and we're not worried about diminished right now, so we're not going to worry about that too much. But basically, now we have a lot of chord options, so you can start constructing these chords and try them. If you did like a 2-5-1 out of the key of G, you'd be going A minor to D major to G. 1, 3, 6, 5. You're just going to be like doing, okay, G, E minor, 2 would be A. Now you have chord progressions at your fingertips. Now what else do we have? Well, obviously we have a pretty good system of mapping out a lot of stuff. Sorry, it went to the wrong scale there for a second. But that's why this one's so important. It gives you so much to work with. Now, you could obviously sequence the stuff. Even just doubling your scale is really important. So let's do that for a second. So we're just going to go 3, 5, 7. We're going to play everything twice. Do it again on all the strings. And then descend it. Get where you can do the whole thing. Nice, calm, cool, and then gradually build up speed with it, just kind of something. that's why it just gives you so much room to work, when you're creating music. Now, here's the other kind of kicker to it all. It's very movable. So that's starting on a root note. I started on a G note there. If I moved everything that I just did up 2 frets, it would all be out of the key of A. So you could technically move the scale to any 12 notes and have the entire major scale laid out for you right there. D major, you come up here, start on a D note. Just remember that pattern, that shape is very crucial. Now there's other shapes that you'll probably see people do. Some of them go like this. That's totally fine too. That's a more box shape of the major scale. But listen, I'm doing the exact same notes. Exact same. Both of them are great. I actually recommend learning it both ways, which is the second thing I'm going to show you here. So that's your G major scale that way. The other way I want to do it is this. So this one's basically going to go like this. We're going to go 3-5 on the low E, then 2-3-5 on the A, 2-4-5 on the D, 2-4-5 on the G, 3-5 on the B, and then 3 on the high E. So that's your G major scale. And it's so crucial, so important. It'll help you with chord progressions, writing music, playing solos, all of it. And that is exactly why I think that scale is so important. Just learn those, and then there's so many other options that will open up for you. Alrighty guys, that will be it for today. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. Got something out of it, jamming out. Make sure you grab those tabs and hit the subscribe button. Check out these other videos that are popping up. And like I said before, subscribe. And we will be back at you before you know it with new videos. And until next time, peace out, homies. Keep on rocking, and I will see you later.